Okay, leave the Joe in the line. Presentation is capital is more important than making money. And you want to watch it and trade, and you also want to protect the downside at the same time.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another edition of AmericanDreamTrading.com's live Futures and Education broadcast. This is an outreach of AmericanDreamTrading.com. Glad you could be here today. My name is Mark McSee. I will be your host today here with the Futures Education Trading Program. This, like I said, is an outreach of AmericanDreamTrading.com, which was created by, run by, incorporated by Chad Christian, who we affectionately call Coach, because he helps us navigate the muddy waters of everything investing, such as stock options, crypto, and of course, my personal favorite and why you're here watching this today, futures. So I'm glad you could be here today. We'll talk everything here about futures, trading in general. If you have a question, we'll answer just about anything within reason that has to do with the stock market. Not answering what kind of car you should buy. And J-Dog, good to see you over there, J-Dog. And over there, Jeff, it's good to see you. Much love over there on TikTok. Good to see you guys over there again. Welcome back. Make sure you click that subscribe button if this is the first time you've been here. And make sure you click the notification button so you don't miss any of our upcoming broadcasts. Thank you very much. And let's smash them like buttons and our YouTube. Get them thumbs up buttons going. Smash that thumbs up button. As always, if you have any questions during this broadcast, feel free to type them into your chat box on your social media platform, and we'll try to do our best to answer your question live as time allows. And just as always, be respectful of the moderator, which is me, and all the other people that are in the room with you. If you have trouble following that guideline, let me know. And anybody else in there. So we're glad you could be here today. We had a pretty good day today. I know I did. A lot of our members did. We had some nice runners today. The stock market in general did okay also. There was individual stocks that did very well today, Tesla being one of them. And what the heck did I trade? Oh, I traded the NQ today. I switched it up a little bit. Generally, as far as indices go, I've been concentrating more on the S&P 500, such as, which is ES, and the Russell, which is RTY. And you know what I forgot to do today? I'm going to do something here real quick. Bear with me. I need to raise this up here. I'm tired of looking down at it. Let's see if I can get a few books here. Some high-tech problem solving here. Just get these over here. Hang on. I'm still here. This is a high-tech show we got running here. We spare no money here. I want to put this up there. There, it's a little bit higher up. It's crooked now. That's the only problem. There we go. Let's try that. That way it looks like I'm looking down all the time. All right, now I got to get the camera so it looks like it's halfway staying there. All right. Thank God. Half my head's cut off. You'll notice that I have a magnified view of myself because, you know, when I look online and look at myself, I just, man, what a handsome looking guy that is. So I thought I'd put a bigger head on here today. How's that? Do you like the new fat head look? All right, no comments. Hello. Hey, James L. over there on YouTube. Good to see you. Welcome. Welcome. All right, let's try this for you. I made my head a little bit bigger. We're going to talk about everything future. So if you have a question, type that question in the chat box and we'll do our best to answer it. Thank you very much. Make sure, hey, Bucko, thank you for, 7 flowers. That Bucko, I don't know. He's stepping up his game. He just gave me 7 roses. What do you think about that, Ralph? Bucko, I think he's sweet on me. He's one of our moderators over here, and he helps moderate and teach over on our crypto membership program that we have over here at American Dream Trading. If you go to our website, americandreamtrading.com, you'll find all of our memberships listed on there. Scroll down about halfway down our webpage, and you will see a place to click, first of all, to get our free Discord. You want to grab that. And also, right next to that is a list of all of our memberships that are available. And we do have special promotions running, so check that out. One of them would be the standalone crypto program. Since he doesn't have his own show yet, with the crypto group, head on over there, grab that crypto membership. If crypto is your thing, everything crypto, it's just not Bitcoin, it's just not Ethereum. They do stuff over there, things I never even heard of. I'm no crypto expert, but man, I tell you what, it'll make your head spin the amount of things you can trade over there. But you probably already know that, right? I just want you to know that I know about crypto because I've been around since crypto was formed. You know, I was around before there was crypto. That's how old I am. Oh, wait, crypto ain't been around all that long, has it? Oh, well, never mind. All right, let's go and see. Any questions there? Navigate SPY. Well, that would be a stock option. That would be the same thing. Equivalent to that would, of course, as we know, that would be what? ES, right? So there's ES. What do you want to know about ES? There, Raja. Right now, would I do anything with it? Yeah. Kind of channeling right now. I'd want to see a break and hold below this 39 area, 61.39. I'd prefer to wait until it breaks and holds down here at my 135 line. What is that, 130? I'm trying to read what my own line is here. What is that? 130. Just call it 135. Close enough for hand grenades. I want to see it break and hold below that last attempt to break down further at that little double bottom down there, which is a historically support down there. So I would wait on a break and hold below that before continuing and committing to the downside. What do you think about that there, Raja? Is that what you was looking for? Can I make money between here and that double bottom? Yes, absolutely. If you are a good scalper, you can pull in some bucks before it gets all the way down there. That's up to you. That's a different technique of scalping, right? Or you can wait for the break and hold below the 135 markish. 134.5 probably is what it more like looks like. But from what I can see where I'm sitting, right? So, putting eye on bearish. Yeah, well, the short-term trend is to the downside, correct? Well, the long-term trend today. It's been down all day. It's really choppy, rough right now, right? It is staying below the indicators. It's kind of hanging there below that 139.50 support resistance level. It's hugging it. Doesn't know if it wants to go up or down at this point. I would use patience to see what we're going to do here before you commit, because this could go either way in here or here. Trend is more likely to the downside, but let's wait and see, right? No sense risking your account gambling. It's going to go one way or the other, see? If you thought it was going down, look, it's trying to go up. It don't know what it wants to do. So I'm going to use my levels, wait for a break and hold either up or down below this, where this line is here at 139.50-ish. And I'm talking about lines, but you can't see any lines because I'm looking at one of my other monitors. So I have a line here about 139.50-ish, right? This will be a roughly drawn. I don't chart on Webull so much. I have TradingView on one of my other charts up here on one of my other screens. So I would wait for a break and hold either all the way up above this or a definitive break and hold down. In other words, another candle sitting on the shoulder of the previous candle. Something similar to this. Here's your one candle. Here's the next candle form. See how it starts where the other candle finished? Sits on the shoulder there. That's kind of ideal thing you're looking for. Of course, you know as well as I do, we don't always get ideal. Now, what I'm showing here, I guess I should back up. This is ES. This is S&P 500 futures, right? So you'd have to equate that to SPY. I don't know what the SPY level is. I don't have a SPY chart up at the moment. But where it's at right now, you might as well just say is a support level, right? Give or take a few pennies. So I'm showing you ES because we're talking about futures contracts here. You're welcome. Raj, thanks for the question. I can answer all. I will attempt to answer anything. I have answers I haven't even used yet today. So I'm still waiting for them questions to come up because, man, do I have some good answers. But nobody will ask the question, so I can't answer it. I did play the NASDAQ today, which would be NQ. I normally don't trade it. I did trade the Qs very heavily with under stock options. It was my favorite. It was my go-to forever, for a long time. And for some reason, I just don't have it. I come over here, start learning trading futures, and I just really haven't traded this all that much. Now today, I did very well on this today. I got in, got a snatch of it on the upside at the open, and then rode that thing down. Right now, it was a rough ride for sure. I was in and out of trades, but when you look at this and spread it out, it doesn't really look all that bad. Did it stay below the 9 EMA the whole way? It sure did. But look at the size of these candles and the wicks on them. It was a volatile ride, right? But if you could have the intestinal fortitude, you could have got in up here on the break and hold, rode that down. It never did go above, or break above. It did go above the 9, but it didn't break and hold above at any time all the way down. Yeah, it would have been rough. It would have been a little bit hairy ride to do that, right? Especially up here where you're pulling way back, right? It's just choppy little old ugly mess, but yeah, there's a lot of money there. What I did is I jumped in and out, quite frankly, to a certain point. And then I quit trading, whatever time that was. I quit early because I had reached a milestone in my trading career. And I'm like, you know what? I don't want to screw this up. Oracle, I just see money. Yeah, me too. Yeah, ain't that pretty? When we see charts now, we see money. We don't see charts, we see money. Oracle says over there on the YouTube Live. Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, we have a Discord over there, and it's totally free. If you go to AmericanDreamTrading.com, scroll about halfway down, you will see our Discord there. Get you instant access into our stock lounge. It will not get you into our futures lounge because that's a standalone paid membership area, but you can get in there and ask questions, and there are you can interact with other members. There's a whole bunch of free things in there. Of course, you are limited. Paid membership does have its privileges. Head on over there. We have probably over 100 channels in there now, depending on what membership level you have. Obviously, a free membership's not going to get you all those, but it'll get you a handful anyway. Get you started. Get you into stock lounge where you can interact with other members and ask questions. All right. So anyway, I was in the NASDAQ today. NQ traded up at the open. Well, not right exactly at the open. I gave it a minute or two, and it looked like it was going to go to the moon today, right? Which it didn't, obviously. But it shot up pretty good today, there for quite a while. So here's your opening. Went from here up. Oh, that's 926. Right. Where's the open? One more, right here. So this is where it opened at, and then it shot straight up. And that was it, all she wrote. It never saw that level again for the rest of the day, which was fine by me because I was shorting it. Now, I did collect some money here. I didn't get in till like maybe around here somewhere. I didn't get in. I waited a few minutes before I jumped in right to here. I think, I don't know, a couple of minutes. And then I jumped out, and then I was looking around, and I ended up saying, well, we'll just play the NASDAQ. So I jumped back in, made a boatload of money, achieved a personal trading milestone, and I called it a day. And we just hung out in the live Zoom call, covered trades, talked about trading psychology today. Had a nice discussion on trading psychology and how to overcoming some of the issues that we have as traders. And every time we talk about it, I don't think anybody's surprised about the subjects that we talk about as far as the psychology of trading, because you soon realize everybody's dealing with the same type of issues, right? There's nothing new here, and then we have to overcome ourselves in our own trades sometimes. Thank you, James L. over there, for posting the direct links to all our different membership levels over there on our YouTubes. The YouTube live chat He's got clickable links. We have the Diamond membership, $8,000. One-time pay and be done. That's the mother load of all memberships. The creme de la creme, the cat's meow, everything all in one membership package. All right. You pay it once, $8,000 one time. If you like, you can make it in 2 payments, 2 installments, 2 months in a row, and you'll have that, never pay anything again. Includes all our memberships inside our for stock options, crypto, and futures, of course. I get you all the mentorship programs, everything that's a la carte that you will see on our website is all included in that Diamond membership. It's immediate full access to everything we have. It also will give you never ever pay again access to everything and anything we create in the future. So it's a heck of a good deal, and check that out. We also have monthly. Coach started a monthly. If you want to pay $850 a month for the Diamond membership for full access to everything we have here at AmericanDreamTrading.com, you have that option also. But as you realize, after 10 months, you could have just paid for the lifetime and been done with it, right? So if you can find a way to grab that Diamond membership today, you better grab it. It's at $8,000 special promotional prices. It's normally priced at $20,000. It is a $50,000 value if you added all our lifetime memberships and a la carte items that we have to offer together. It would be over $50K. So it's normally priced at $20,000. We have it at $8,000 right now. We did have a promotion at $5,000. Ran that for a little while, and Coach moved it back to $20K. Now he's offering the promotion at $8K. So here's another chance to take advantage of a offer. We also have the premium membership, one-time pay for $750. One pay and be done. That's our premium. That's our entry-level membership. And you could also do that. I said the $750, right? You can also have a 2-day free trial also with that. You can come in, sign up with the premium membership for 2 days. As long as you cancel your membership before the 2 days are up, you will not be billed. After the 2 days, you will automatically be billed for that at $125 a month that way. So you can see you can also buy a $750 lifetime, would pay itself off also, because that's about a 6-month, well, it isn't about, it is equal to 6 months of individual payments. And you could buy the lifetime up front for $750. Okay. And so you can come in for 2 days and kick the tires if you like. That and many more are available over on our website, AmericanDreamTrading.com. All right, let's take a little walk around the block here and see what we got going on, if anything. I just got out of a trade a little while ago. What's the euro doing? Well, the euro's still climbing. Yep, it's still climbing, Ralph. Ralph, euro's going up. Bitcoin, crude oil dropping still. It's had a wild ride. Up and then back down. So that's what's been very chaotic. It's kind of starting to settle down now after all the initial things that drove it up, which we won't get into here. Okay. The ES, which is the S&P 500, down also. Look at that scary ride. So, yes, and just for the record, grapes are not working today. So, there you go. Place your bets now. Hello? 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 Anybody home? Any of our paid members there?
Hello.
There they are. All right, place your bets now. There we go. All right. Yeah, that's one advantage of paid membership in futures. You have access to live open mic, where for 8 hours a day, you can ask questions and discuss trades just by opening up your mic and asking live in immediate access all day long, 8:30 to 4 p.m. We have live training and trading going on. Today, we actually, we did our live trading. We did our live training, kind of, different subjects. And we spent the last part of the day talking about the psychology of trading. what's things you deal with mentally or whatever as a trader. So those are things that aren't talked about a lot. You'll hear the TikToks, you hear them talk about it. Nah, they get on there and like, oh, look at my Lambo that I bought for trading for 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Right? Yeah, whatever. Well, I shouldn't lie because I mean, you saw what I did in 28 seconds the other day. Not you people on live, our paid members. So I guess anything's possible. Yeah, could you imagine me going and doing that? Look what I got with 28 seconds of work. You too can do this. Join now. Yeah, we don't do that. We don't play them games here. We are an education and training program. We want to help you acquire a skill that nobody can take away from you. Right? It takes time, it takes effort, takes sweat equity. There's pain involved. Right? The pain would be losing money. Right? While you're trading, because you will lose money trading. What? Well, nothing's guaranteed. Winning and losing is part of the game. Being able to handle it, that's one thing you got to learn, right? You're not going to sit there and overanalyze something to come out perfectly and green every single time. It just don't work like that. Good to see you, Nick, over there. Good to see you back in time. So anyway, James was nice enough to put all those links up there on our YouTube page. And this ain't working out good. Let's see here. Do I got any coffee in here? Let me see. Oh, Mark's brain's tired today. Tired. All right. So anyway, there's gold had a really nice run. One of our members called out that they were in a green EWO. Look at that thing. Look at the money there. Look at that. Straight up. EWO for the win. All you had to do is enter coach's 2-minute EWO. Right here at that would have been at 9:08. You could have bought contracts and rode that bad boy forever. Clear up to, what time is that? Can't see. Clear up to noon. Jeez. One click all day long in gold. I never even looked at it today. I was in NQ. That would have been a heck of a lot better trade, wasn't it, Ralph? Oh, we were in there playing chop. So then, later on, yeah, been a heck of a lot less work. I know that. Right here's the red EWO changed over. Here's where we start looking at it. Oh, look at that. We would have made money all the way down. Broke even if we held it till just now to get out. But we would have took profit down here before it pulled back. So very good movement. And that was one of our members pointed it out to his trading associate. And she mentioned that they were in that. So we had one member help the other member that happens to be under the same roof, and they made money off of gold today. All right, we got 2 questions there, Boomer. What you got? What you I got? What I got? I got nothing. I got nothing. What exactly do hearts and such do on YouTube? On YouTube, I have no idea. TikTok, I mean, if you get like a bazillion of them, you might get like a penny. I don't know. I have no idea. Don't really pay attention. I do thank everybody getting it. And you get so many of them, I guess you get a check, or I don't know. Who knows? It does say that we made 4 cents or something today. Okay. Yeah, that'll keep the lights on. Anyway, I don't know if or what anything it does other than just a reflection of people appreciating what you're doing by clicking that button. I don't know if there's financial rewards if you click so many. TikTok's that way. They have that reward system. So, yeah, I don't know. Google it. After all, you are on YouTube, which is owned by you-know-who. Google it. Use their service. So, all right, Gilly, what's up, buddy? Long time no talkie to. See you over there on the TikTok. I haven't seen you for a while. Talked to you for a while. Yep. Good to see Johnny back. Bucko's over there as always. Luke, be a chum. Okay. Party in the Parks, come back. Good to see you again. Party in the Parks. Nick and Oracle over there and James L. All right. And what's the best cornbread? Well, the one my wife makes is the best cornbread. Because she got the recipe from the person who gave her that recipe was my mother. Mother had the best cornbread. So I don't know where she got it from. Anyway, so hand me down. Right. Let's see what else we got going on here. So anyway, I ended up trading the Qs today, NQ. And like I said, I did very, very well on that. Where's it at? Where's it at? You guys like trading techno stock? Let's go. Where's it at? Can't get my eyes focused enough to see it. There's S&P. And down here is the NASDAQ. Right there it is. Choppy, but profitable. Right? Do I want to trade this now or not? Let me take a look here and see. I don't look too good here. Just coming off of a double bottom and it's trapped underneath the indicators. If this can break and hold above here, yeah, I might consider getting into that trade. Okay. All right, it's now going on about 2:30. I only have an hour and a half left in the day today. So if this can break and hold above here, go above this 55, I would consider an entry into that. It's got a ways to go before it gets there. Doesn't mean it can't real quick. We'll see what's happening here with this candle. It's already starting to edge its way up. I mean, I'm not really worried about the levels here till it gets up there to that 22,448-ish level, right? Got a little mini double top up there. Nothing major. That's right up, 22, what'd I say? What was that number right here? 28, you know, it says 460. So that's the number I gave you? It sounded like it was 88. Anyway, I'd wait for it to break and hold above 460-ish, which would be, what am I looking at here? This one right here. All right. Yeah, I mean, that's way up there. That's what I was just looking here. I'm looking at my other monitor. I keep forgetting I'm not using that monitor. I just keep looking at it. Let me look at this again here. That's up there. No, right here. There's levels right here too, right? Down here at 430. Yeah, there's 437. I haven't tweaked it, but yes. 435, you say even? What's my chart got up here? Yeah, I'd agree. I'd agree with that. I'd buy that for $1. Somewhere in that neighborhood. I'm just going to slap a line down here. This looking at this screen's too small. So anyway, 435-ish is somewhere in here, there, somewhere. Give or take a few pennies. It's hard to, on this small screen that I'm using right now, to get that on there. It's not my regular big old display up here. So, see what happens. Is it going to break and hold above this level? Then I might be interested. You know what else is there? Is the 200 MA. So that'll be really nice. They both break through at the same time. I got this on a 1 minute, as I should have. This is why, because I'm going to scalp this puppy if it does it. Here's what I'm waiting on it to break away from. That big old blue line here. The 200 MA, 200 moving average. So we'll sit here and watch this paint dry if it's what it's going to take, and see if this is going to come up or is it going to bounce and reverse. Let's give it a few minutes and see. Well, getting a little heavy there, isn't it? Getting heavy. It's teasing, right? Teasing. All right. All right, so what are we doing? What's our play to the downside? Well, if it could break and hold it below this 55, then that would be a better trade to the downside, would it not? All right. I want to see another candle. Now I got to watch that 412-ish level down here. Around 412, let's just say. If we take a little bit. Here it comes. Bam, right? Under that trade, I'm going to run that down to 412. Hopefully, 412 and 3/4. Or you could say 413, I guess, but there'd the wick go. The wick kind of come down on, yep, 414, 3 cents short. So essentially, it did come down and touch it, right? We'll see if it wants to break all the way through. It doesn't look like it, based on what I'm seeing here on the L2. Yep, there's your bounce off that bottom. Right there on the 412, right? You can play the bottom bounce up to the back up to the 9, which would be this white line. See what this wants to do here, as far as back to the upside. The 9 is right there around 22. It's now getting some. Yeah, it doesn't look like it wants to go one way or another right now. Kind of indecisive. Why do I say that? Because all these orders are kind of the same size, right? There's nothing really stands out there as far as a higher number that will want to pull it to that area, right? A lot of this, sometimes trading is sitting around waiting for something, what you want to happen. Now, if this doesn't do anything, if it's going to sit here, well, I'm going to quit looking at it. I'm going to sit here all day and look at this thing, right? Not that we couldn't. What else do we got to do today? Anything? Anything? Nope. Heat wave where I'm living, under the heat dome they're calling it. I think today's the last day for that, maybe. I haven't looked at the weather for tomorrow. All right. Well, James, let's see if we can get people over there on TikTok Live to smash that thumbs up button. Let's see a bunch of hearts are flying. Let's see a bunch of 100%s going. I want to see some the birthday horn things going that you can. I see them all I see is hearts right at the moment. Let's see what else we can get over there. James is probably the only one over there clicking in, probably, if I know him. So we want to see, there's some other things. There's a face. There's a, whatever, cornucopia of fun. I don't know. And hearts. Got ones. Right? There we go. Still holding. I'm getting tired. What about you? Let's go find something else. What do we see out there, members? Y'all taking a nap, ain't you? Come on. 2K. Thank you. That would be the Russell. Yeah, it's kind of went flat. We need a little energy around here.
Here we go.
There we go. Yeah, a lot of indecision, right?
The only thing that I see that's still climbing is something that we don't trade in the evening.
What's that?
Euro going straight up. Then you got the yen.
Look at the euro
Look
gold.
at the guys. Look at the gold. A minute, EC.
You in it?
It's not a revenge trade.
Let's go. Get that money back, Rob. Go, baby.
Oh, Ralph finally got into Euro today? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
And of course he mentions in that gold for you.
Yeah, I would get too excited about that Euro trade. Look at that 117. Jeez.
They're good though.
Yeah. By the way, so you know, that is I believe, a 52-week high, is it not? 17190, yes. 17190 is a new high. 171,190, which is where it's at right now. New high of day. So, what we're going to do is go up here to change that. 1.17. What is it? 1.17190.
Come on, euro.
Okay. All right. So what they were talking about, this broke the 117 mark, so that's a good indication. Well, it's a good indication for a trade. Maybe not for those that live in Europe, because now things just got more expensive. They're going to charge everybody else more money to do stuff there. Well, it just went up, whatever that is, 17%.
That's the guy, Rob. Trying to break.
See if it will. Right now, it's higher than the previous close for sure, right? You get a nice clean break above this, sure be nice. I'd like to see Ralph make some money today, you know, since the euro ain't no good. Yeah. So I would say we was over there watching the paint dry, and this thing's going to the moon.
All day long.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was thinking. Look at that top.
Oh, you know, Ralph, we say the same thing every day. It's been going up since 12:30. Where were we at when all this was going on?
Yeah, I looked at it. You all started at 120.
Yeah,
When the
could be.
volume kicked in, I was thinking about getting in the M2 penny trade right then. Glad I did.
What else we got going on here? Hey, Ralph, make sure you tell Dawn them grapes didn't work. Oh, man.
They all left word for her. You gotta go drink some moringa. You got some moringa.
Yeah, I got a whole bunch of it. I got the moringa. I drank that moringa. Oh, that moringa don't do nothing to me. I mean, it might be helping, but it don't do anything. All right. Oh, Doug, you giving me hearts. Dougie's over there giving me hearts over on there on the YouTubes. I knew he had a sweet spot for me. Dougie likes me. Sending me hearts. Thanks, Doug.
Hey, Doug.
Hey, Sellett's over there too. Hey, good to see Sellett back. Right. Ryan's over there on TikTok, and Doug and Alfredo. Bucko, the Road Rager, Luke, Johnny. Good. And Bucko over there on TikTok land. Bucko's over there. He's one of your crypto mods. You can ask him questions about crypto if you like. He helps train crypto 24/7. All right, what are we going to do here? Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to do this. Did you know Coach had rules? I like to do this about once a day. What are those rules? Well, I'm glad you asked. Here they are.
Some of the rules. Okay, perfect question. You're asking the right questions. I like it already. I'm new here. What are the rules? That's what I'm talking about. So again, right, some of the most basic rules so I can help you guys. Think about this. Stop losses on each and every trade. What does that do? Keeps you from losing your accounts, right? Not hard. Paper trade only when you're a new trader. It makes sure you're not blowing up your accounts. You're not obviously ready for this, am I right? Think about it. Every rule I have is not make money, it's keep your money. Don't trade in the first 3 minutes or the last 8 minutes of the day. It's the hardest time of the day. I've been doing this 33 years. It's very hard. I get chopped up all the time when I'm like, ooh, it looks good. Oh, it looks good. Oh, I'm going to do it again. Oh, stop. I'm doing it to protect you, right? If you're a new trader, don't trade in the first 30 minutes because it is the most volatile, right? Until we get the shift change when volume comes in again at 10 o'clock. Because why? The very beginning is like this. Yo, 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 yo. Typically, after the first 30 minutes, it will try to decide which way do I want to go today. I'm avoiding you getting wrecked, right? Last hour of the day is power hour. High volume, hedge fund managers, making the things happen, trying to get markets to move the way that they want. I'm telling you to stay out of it. So if you're like, well, I keep getting burned up, why are you doing it? Right? Journal. It's for your own mental strength so that you can see what you are doing on a daily, consistent basis. That's all it is for. Did I trade it right or did I trade it wrong? What should I have done? What could I do better? That is what it's for, right? It's your homework every day. You guys can go back and review your trades and go over your journal and what should I have done right there and why did that not work out? It will help you, right? You're strengthening your brain and you're getting rid of your own stuff. Small position sizes. I say that because usually when you go in too large, your emotions take over. You're not trading robotically. You're not trading the trades. You'll end up blowing up your accounts, right? That's when we make a lot of mental mistakes, is all the difference was we're going in too big. Let the runners run and stop out the losers. Again, notice the stop part is the most important. Stop out the losers so you don't continue to lose money. If you find yourself in these bleed out sessions, oh, well, I hope. Oh, it's going to come back. Oh, we'll see. Oh, it's coming down to support. Oh, it broke that support. Maybe this next, oh, stop. Draw a line in the sand. Use the stop. And then when you guys go green, right? Like, oh, I'm up 100. I'm taking that. That's my daily. That's what I told myself. That's what I told myself. If I can make 100, I'm going to take that. It could have turned into 2,000. Why are you taking 100? Let the runners run. I notice I never said take all the runners off the table. Never said that. I've never said that in my life. We use the shedding technique. We collect as it goes. We take off as it goes because that way we are guaranteeing locking in realized profits. Remember, nothing is realized until you actually click, right, the sell button. All these rules are in place, ladies and gentlemen. They're there to help you. If you can't do these very basic things we talk about, right, how are you going to advance? Stop saying, woe is me. Stop saying, I don't get it. Stop saying, I'm not a good trader. I guess I'm never going to get it. Yeah, because you can't follow my basic rules. They're there for a reason. Again, follow the freaking rules, right? And listen, I know when I get on you guys, you know, I don't get to sell anything and I don't get to make any money, and it's just, I don't care. I need you guys to understand so that you guys can get ahead in life. This is what we're doing this for, right? So when I'm in this mode, right, and again, like, oh, I'm not listening to any of this. You need to listen to all this. This is where the secret sauce, this is the golden nuggets, not the, coach, just call out that runner. That isn't going to do you any good, right? It doesn't matter. There's 8 million people in this room. We could call out stuff all day long. You could just hear us shouting stuff. That isn't going to help anybody. If you don't know what to do with it, what good does it matter if one is up or one is down? That means nothing to anybody if you don't know how to handle it. You might get lucky and catch a momentum, and you're like, oh, I'm a great trader, and you just keep getting out a million. To anybody if you don't know how to handle it. Momentum, and you're like, oh, I'm a great trader. And going in the same direction all damn day. Right? Can you duplicate it? Can you recreate the process every day consistently? This is all about consistency, okay?
There you go. There you go. There's Coach's rules. Not that complicated. Harder to follow than you think.
Just haul out that runner.
Haul out that runner. How about 6E? Euro. To the upside. Euro for the win. Euro to the moon. Euro winner if you play the Euro. How's that? How's that? How about the cash? All right. It's just like taking money from a baby. Oh, who made the baby cry? Oh, you guys should be ashamed of yourself making babies cry. What's wrong with you? All right? You know what Matthew would say about this trade if he was here right now and see all that money that's going on? Huh? Huh? He would say,
all right, all right, all right.
Yes, he would. Or if the Kool-Aid guy happened to come in right now. Oh, yeah. There you go. Anyway, very good trade. Did you hear? The euro to the upside. What else? Is anything else matching the euro? How about copper? Nope, copper looks bad. How about piggies? Well, piggies are done trading for the day, so we can't do anything with the piggies. However, I can play a piggy sound. There you go. Anyway, what else we got? How about the Dow Jones? YM. Dow Jones to the downside. Not as pretty to the downside, but there's still a lot of money there. Hello? Anyway, the Russell going up. James. Oh, James,
What did James do?
James, he wants to know if he can take a nap. I think that's what he's trying to say. I don't know really what he's trying to infer there, but you know, made me laugh anyway. That's all that matters. NQ to the downside, just in that same level down there, right? They just don't want to break and hold that. We sat there and watched that little paint dries. Look at it. It's like it just parked itself there. Look at that channel. It just sitting there. Isn't that something? Oh, all right. Uh-oh. Getting the old TikTok alarm noise. I got to complete a puzzle if it lets me. Where's it at? I don't know. Something making a noise. Where's it at? Oh, what happened? What's it say? It's still there? Oh. Well, where's the TikTok puzzle at? Usually throws it up here. Where's it at? Or was that something else? Could you guys hear that when it went off? I played that sound. I thought it was wanting me to verify. I don't see it. Maybe it was something else. I don't know. Okay. Well, false alarm. Did we lose our connection? Yes, we did. Unstable connection. Oh, yeah. So are we live? Are we live over there on TikTok still? Hit your one button if you are. I think we are. Act like it wasn't. Let me see. Yeah, we're good. All right, we're still live. This thing tried to tell me we was trying to reconnect. Like I look over, I have monitoring it over here on this other screen. I can see it. It's like, all right, whatever. Whatever. Is the quality high quality? Not so much so today, right? It is what it is. It'll have to be what it is, be. Go from there. All right. What else we got going on? Questions. What do you got for questions? Questions. Took NMQ just now to the upside off the bounce, and now back down. That was a while ago, apparently. All right. Let's see what else we got going. What about over there on YouTube's? Good to see you back, Doug. Hopefully you got your issues resolved successfully. Make sure you click like and share. Yes, sir. Bob. Power nap? Yeah, I'd like to. Yes, I am live. Thank you, Workload, over there on the YouTubes. As we watch right now, the euro is still wanting to stay up there. Straight up. Dave, you got your hand up. What's up, Dave? One of our paid members. If Dave is talking, I cannot hear Dave. Hello? Let me look. Dave, you got to unmute your mic if you had a question. I don't know how long your hand was up, but Your mic is not unmuted, even though your hand is up. Dave C. Nobody home, I guess. Are you talking, Ralph? I see your mic's open. Hello? Hello?
No, I wasn't talking, Mark.
All right.
I'll be having a mute on the headset.
Oh, all right.
Mark, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now, Dave. Have at it. What's up?
Yeah, I'm new to your program. I've been listening to ADT for a while. Haven't started trading yet. When it comes to futures, can you do stocks as well as options? And which do you like to do?
No, this is just pure futures. You have to have a futures account to be able to trade futures. There's no stock trading in the futures account. All right, it's pure futures only. Now you have separate accounts. You can still trade stocks, but you have to have your own, cash account to do that. That's a separate account. Futures is a standalone, its own separate account with its own data plans for live data also on top of it.
Is it options then?
There are such things as futures options. We don't deal with them. We're just dealing futures contracts.
You deal in contracts?
Yes. If you go into our Discord there, you will see there's a whole bunch of educational videos and documents in there that'll help get you started. Okay. That'll be a good place. And then during the day, we have also training all day long, too. So, yeah, give yourself a good overview over there. Go in the stock lounge in there, and there's a whole section of things in our Discord you have access to now.
Okay. Also, is there a difference in the way you trade futures compared to Ange, let's say? Do you have different styles or anything?
Yeah, I mean, everybody has their way of they like to trade. Some like doing the EWO. Some like me, or might like to scalp. Some people swing trade, where it's buy contracts and hold them for a while, whether it's a half a day or days or weeks or months or years, whatever. So, yes, all the things that you can do in stocks and stock options, all of that is 100% applicable to trading futures. Everything a coach has taught you about stocks and stock options is 100% applicable here. There's nothing different. The rules are still the same, right? A chart's a chart's a chart. His trading strategies all work here, 100% of them. 2-minute EWO, all of it. You name it, it all works here. So whatever you like doing over there, you will find once you get the basics down here, which won't take you that long, if you have some experience, that you'll be able to pick this up. So you will see over there that you can take to this pretty good. How long you been with ADT?
I've been listening in for probably a year.
Yeah, okay. So you've got some of the training kind of thing under your belt already, right?
Yeah, yes.
So you'll find that a lot of that will apply here also. Well, it all will apply, but putting into effect, right? So you're already ahead of the game. You just don't know it. You just got to.
What do you like about futures? Why do you select that node?
Versus I like what? Options?
Versus options or stocks, yeah.
What I like about trading futures, and I probably will never trade a stock option again, even though I did it every day for 2 years, is I like the futures because it has no Greeks. If it goes up $1, I make $1. If it comes down $1, I lose $1. If it goes back up $1, I get my $1 back, right? In stock options, if it comes down $1, I might have to go up $1.50 to get my $1 back, right? Because the contract degrades every minute, right? So you get a giant pullback. Well, I might have to make $1. And again, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but I'm okay. I may have to make $1.25 to get my buck back, right? It has to go $1.25 higher than where it was before it fell, just to get break even again, right? So you don't have any of that with futures. You have, if it goes, it's a fixed pricing. It's the same amount of money you make going up as the amount of money you lose when it goes down. So if you get paid some amount of money you make going up as the amount of money you lose when it goes down. So if you get paid $5 for every point it goes, every ticket goes up, and you lose $5 for every ticket goes down. But when that tick that goes down, you lost $5. As soon as it goes back up a tick, you get that $5 back. There's no Greeks and degradation of contracts and all that. The other reason I love it is you have instant cash settlement. I can trade 1,000 times a day if I want, 10,000 times a day if I want, using the same money over and over and over. Where when I trade stocks or stock options on a cash account, I got to wait for next day's settlement, don't I, before I can trade that money again?
Oh, that's a nice advantage, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. How many times have you traded a stock and used up all your settled cash, and then the big runner comes, right, and you miss out on it, right?
Okay.
So with trading futures, it's instant cash settlement. Not only does your margin instantly go back into your account, so does the profits. And also the losses are subtracted, obviously, right? If you lose, have a bad trade, works both ways. So those two things alone is enough to make me not want to trade stock options again. Now that's just my personal opinion, right? Is there advantages of both? Yes, there's advantages and disadvantages of both. For me, yeah, can you possibly make more in options? I guess you could probably, right? It's a higher leverage product, right? So I would guess, without putting paper to pencil, that you could probably take the same money, maybe make more money in options. I don't know. I'm not having any trouble making money. I don't care. So I'm not worried about ever trading stock options again, but there is advantages to both, okay? Stock option, you could only lose the amount of money that your stock option contract cost you. So if you bought X amount of contracts of, say, NVIDIA, for $2,000, the maximum you could lose on that trade is $2,000. Well, with futures, really, on paper, there's no limit to the downside of the money you could lose if trade goes against you. All right. Now you will get a margin call and all that. There are safeguards in place, but on paper and technically, yes, you could lose more than you had in your account, right? So, but we use stops anyway, so that's not even an issue to start with. And there's some other safeguards in effect also. So, to me, it's worth giving up just not having the Greeks, because let's face it, we all don't make good trades all the time, right? Or the market just pulls back on you, goes against you, right, for a few seconds, which can really cost you a lot of money. And if you're in a stock option dealing with the Greeks and the contracts that way, then you got to fight to get your money back. So you got to stay in a trade longer. Well, with here, it's even up, even down, right? You make the same amount up as you do down, and that's contractual. That never changes. It's fixed price, what you will earn per contract. It's set by the CME group. So if it says we're going to pay you $12.50 for every ticket goes up or down, then that's what you're going to get paid. Not only does Webull pay that, but so does TOS, so does any broker out there. They have to pay that same amount out. It comes right from the CME group. So can brokers charge different margin amounts for the same trades? Yes, and they do. Can they charge different transaction fees? Yes, they can, and they do. Is Webull the least expensive and best one to use? No, not necessarily. Is it the worst? Absolutely not, right? So are many options out there to do it, and each one has its distinct advantage. I've went with lesser ones to check it out, and I wasn't happy with the trading experience execution, right? So it might have been better in one place, but it was worse in another. So those are things that, you don't have to change brokers if you don't want to, right? But, you have to evaluate your needs and what you're looking for.
It's got to perform for you, so.
Yeah, right. So you can still scalp, you can still do a 2-minute EWO, you can still swing trade, whatever, you name it. You can do it, buy one out a year from now, and guess what? It's the same price. When you buy time on a stock option, it costs you more, doesn't it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I can go buy February's contract for next year in oil right now. It'll be the same price as it is today in today's contract. There's an advantage there if you're a swing trader and you do those kind of things, which I don't, but
Okay, I was going to ask if you ever do swing trading.
Yes, I have. I'm not a swing trader by nature. I have done a couple of them. I did HG copper a couple times and was successful. So yeah, it's kind of neat. I'm an in and out type person. I'm not holding anything overnight generally. I mean, I have long-term holdings, but I don't buy and hold, right? I want to be in control of what's going on as much as possible, right? Rather than, they're just different investment strategies. Now, Ralph, he loves a swing trade. He hates scalping. It's not his cup of tea. We're both trying to get away from what we're doing in a roundabout way to make ourselves better traders, right? He doesn't feel comfortable scalping, and I don't feel comfortable swing trading. So we're trying to hold on to our trades longer, and he's trying to, get his hand to take opportunities in scalping so that he can make some quick money when the market happens to move at that time. It's all different events, just whatever you want to do. And everything the coach teaches you applies here also.
Okay.
But I would go into our Discord and get those videos on demand and different trading videos that we have inside our Discord for paid members.
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah.
And
it sounds like an area that I might like to do,
Yeah, I think you'll love it myself. If you're finding success trading stocks and stock options, you should find success trading futures. If you suck trading stocks and stock options, you will suck trading futures. All right, just to put it bluntly. So if you can't trade successfully $1, don't come over here thinking you can successfully trade $1 here also. It doesn't work that way, right? So get good at one at the basics before you add to your problems, right?
And you can trade paper and futures to start with?
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
Yeah, Webull has a deal now. If you fund your account with $500 or more, they will give you free L2 through the end of this year. That's a separate charge for the live data, the L2. Your stocks and stock options, one that you pay $2.99 a month for, will not apply to futures. They only show stocks and options. Because the futures group is ran by the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, in other words, CME. And it's $40 a month for the L2 or $11 for the L1 real-time data, and that has to be bought separately. So you can't; they're not interchangeable. Neither can you use your futures one over for stocks and options because they're reading from a different exchange. It's an additional cost.
You say the L1 and L2 are priced separately from each other?
Yep.
Or for each?
Well, you buy the L2, the L1 comes with it, but. Yes, but they are a separate data package. You have to get the futures pack. So when you get to that part, you're ready, talk to us first. We'll help you with that. Have you gotten approved for a futures account yet?
No, I haven't attempted.
Okay, so you remember when you applied for your stock options account because it's a risky investment type vehicle, right, versus stocks. You had to answer 5 to 7 questions about your risk tolerance and all that. Remember doing that?
I remember you guys talking about it.
Yeah, so you have to do the same thing for futures. You have to answer a series of questions to get approval. So you just remember, you got to understand what they're looking for as far as approvals. So we can't help you answer those questions. You have to do that on your own. If you don't answer correctly, they won't approve you trading futures. So.
Yeah, Mark, I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Yeah, when you get ready to open your accounts and all, get with us and we'll kind of give you some tips and things. But I would start with the training videos we got there. That'll just give you a quick overview. If something sounds strange to you, write down their question and we'll, you can come say, hey, what about this says this, right? What do I do with it? Okay.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Look forward to having you hang out. Advantages of a Diamond membership. He can go over and trade crypto if he wants, right? He can come over here in futures if he wants. He can go trade stocks if he wants. And he can go hang out with the people that trade stock options if he wants. That's the beauty of the Diamond membership. Euro, Ralph, is still going up there. Hope you're still awake over there, Ralph. Still climbing. Look at that. Beautiful chart. Beautiful bean footage. All right. Questions. Dave. Oh, look. There's Moses' cousin. He finally got here. Hey, Dave S. How's it going there, brother? All right.
Hey, Mark.
Yes, sir.
I was wondering what's a good futures for a small account?
Well, they all are. It's a matter of how volatile some are versus other, measure of volatility, right? And your risk. You're going to start out trading micro contracts. One micro, that's the smallest unit, right? Obviously, you probably don't want to be trading the Qs because they're one of the more volatile. It has the most movement in one candle kind of thing. You could trade the currencies like the euro, the Australian dollar, crude oil. I started with crude oil myself, MCL, and there's different metals. There's oil, there's gold, there's platinum. There's all kinds of different things you can trade, right? That you want to start out trading micro contracts. It's the smallest, least expensive contract you can trade, and that's how you build your account up over day after day after day. $5 here, $5 there. They're a tenth of the size of an E-mini, which is the big boy. Call them the big boy contracts. And they also pay out a tenth less. So they're a tenth of the size. So it would take buying 10 micros to equal one E-mini in most cases. So there are some exceptions to that. But it also reduces your risk. It's good that's how I started out. I started my account with $700, right? And made $5 here, $5 there, just kept build my account day by day, and eventually I was making, $100 a day, and then it went to 200, 400, whatever, right? And over time, now I've grown my account a little bit now, quite a bit, right?
Yes, sir. So yeah, as long as it says micro. So this is what's the one you was in earlier. I don't know if it was a micro or not. I think it was NQ or something like that.
Yeah, no, that's the big boy one. It's not inexpensive either. That'll run you
So if it says micro on it, that means it's one of the micros.
Yeah, it's MNQ. Anything with an M in front of it will be your micro.
Okay. For example, like let's see, micro MNQ main is that one of the micros?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is my issue. So if I go into trade, it's trading at 22,000 per share. Is that how that's
per
working?
contract? Per contract, yes.
Okay. So I guess per contract, I would need 22 grand in order to get into that contract.
Yes, if you didn't buy one if you tried to do that through the open market. But however, you're buying using a margin account. So it would cost you, because you're buying on a margin, to buy a micro NASDAQ, it would cost you approximately, $180 for one micro contract to be able to benefit the trade of using a $22,000 contract.
Okay.
So basically, say 200 for a 22,000, right?
Okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Same way when you buy stock options, you're not paying $300 a share to trade Tesla. You're getting it a leveraged product. So you only pay, $200 and you get 100 shares, right, to trade, kind of thing. You're trading with leverage is what you're doing. Obviously, most of us don't have $22,000 laying around, and we can go buy, 100 of those contracts at that price. So you get that's what futures contracts are. They're a leveraged product, and you get to do it for that. So, and here's the other kicker. All right, you have to have that $180 in your account. It's a margin account, but it's kind of more like a cash account more than anything, right? Yes, it is margin. Yes, you can lose more than what you had in your account, technically. But it's just the amount of money you have to have in your piggy bank to be able to trade one contract. And that's what those are priced at. And you'll find that information in our Discord. There's a cheat sheet in there I made. The numbers may be off a little bit because they're changing quite often. It's hard to keep up with the cheat sheet that I made out there. Here's the beauty of it. Whenever you enter a trade, like say one micro NQ, let's just say it costs you $200. We'll just round up just for sake of ease. So for that $200, you get to buy one contract of NQ, which is 22,000 plus, right? So, and then you get to trade that, whether it goes up or down or all around, whatever, and then hopefully you'll make some money in the process. When you decide you want to exit the trade and you're done trading because you want to lock in profits or whatever, right? Or losses, cut your losses. That margin, that $200 goes right back into your piggy bank, okay? Along with any profits you made or minus any losses you had on that one trade. And you will be charged a total of $1.50 per trade. So your net cost to trade one contract is $1.50. Yes, you have to have the $200 in your account to trade it per contract, but that money goes right back in, and you're only charged a $1.50 transaction fee per contract. So you go in and make $100 on a micro, for $1.50. That's not a pretty good deal, right? So there are some things, fees involved. Eventually your account gets up. You don't even think about those things, but.
So, how's the movement? I know you were saying it's so the movement is different from versus like if I was in just a regular stock option.
Well, you could pretty much lay the ES contract or the NQ contract right over top of the QQQs. They're going to move the same exact way. The QQQs are actually the child of NQ. The stock options are actually the children of the futures market. Futures market is what drives that, not the other way around, okay? So, and the futures market is also, the third largest market in the world, right? 4X, the bond market, and then futures. Stock options in New York stuff's all smaller than what even the futures market is. So that's how that works. They're exactly the same. They're the same. The price scale is different, right? You get a stock option in QQQs, it's whatever, 200, right? Or 2,100, whatever. Where here it's 22,000 on a futures contract. It's not really a direct one-to-one price scale but if you print out both charts and lay them on top of each other, they'll match exactly. It's just the price scale is different, that's all, right? When you see it go up and then drop dramatically here, it'll match the same way on the Qs. It's just that you're dealing in 20,000 increments versus 2,000s with the Qs. So, but the movement up and down, the little things that it does, it'll be exact mirror image.
So I know you was talking about so you can put up like you said, you basically put up like $200 to get one contract of the NQ, and if it goes against you, you could potentially lose more than the 200.
Yes, potentially, yes. If you'd have a giant pullback. Now there are safeguards in place prevent you from going negative, but it is technically positive to do it, right? The brokers have a right to close out your trade in the event that starts to happen. If you get close, like 10% or 7% down, they have a right to execute and close your trade for you. And we've had, now I know of 4 members that's had that happen to them, where they barely had enough money to make the trade to start with, and they made a bad decision on entering the trade, and the thing really pulled against them hard, knife drop kind of thing. Well, they got a pop-up thing says we're closing out this because you're down to 7% of, the allowable limit, whatever, right? So that saved their account. They didn't go negative. So the broker has a right to do it. Does it mean they have to? No. But it is there.
But if you got your stop loss, that's your real safety is the stop loss.
Would you trade an options contract without a stop loss?
No, of course not.
There you go. Correct answer. Correct answer.
Good.
You don't. You do the same thing here. You never trade without a stop loss.
Yeah, just trying to start dabbling in it a little bit.
Well, you want a paper
See
trade
how
to start with. So
Correct.
When you're ready to start paper trading, to be able to paper trade, you got to open up an account, get a proofer account, and to get real time data, you have to fund account.
I'm all set. I'm totally set up.
Oh.
I can make a trade right now.
Oh, okay.
I got everything set up, and I've just been, I've been kind of busy, regular off the market. So I've been trying to get back in it and getting, wait and talk with you. I had these couple questions. Because I know I was talking to Bruno about the crypto side of it, which some of the stuff's a little similar versus, like you can't lose no more than your investment. So if you invested 200, that's the max. If it goes against you, that's the max you could lose or something.
Yeah.
Other than that, it was some of the situations are similar. I guess like the borrowing situation of it. You only need a couple $100 and they'll give you some ridiculous amount of lend against it.
Right. Yeah, I mean, futures, technically you can lose more, and you'll have some guy standing on your front porch with a baseball bat demanding you pay up or now, right? You can get a margin call. It can and does happen. So that possibility is there. And again, you mitigate that risk by never trading without a stop. That way it can never happen, right? So
Yes, sir.
That's how we do it here. Is that not what Coach teaches? Never trade without a stop? Right? There you go.
Right.
So
have you ever had it blow through your stop loss in the futures?
No, I have not. Not once.
Okay.
Now, we've had, I think, maybe 2 instances, I think, that somebody said they thought it went through their stop. I have not, and it's my understanding it's less likely to happen because the futures market is so fluid. There's always somebody there to buy and sell, right? So going through stops, the reason it'll blow through stops is there's nobody to stop the downflow, right, of buying it. So, or going up.
That market, I think most of the time that has happened is like when that stock takes a massive, turn one way or the other, and it's going so fast that it just, the system can't keep up.
Yeah. But it's very rare for that to happen, was my understanding. I've never had it happen to me. Had it happen plenty of times in stock options, but I've never had it happen to me personally. And like I say, I can only think of maybe 2 or 3 times that somebody thought that happened to them. So.
And you're just literally putting only a stop in, or are you doing the limit, take profit, stop loss deal?
Never ever take profit. Never set a take profit. Why would you want to limit your profit?
Limit.
Who wants to limit profit? I want to limit my losses. So that's all I'm protecting is my downside. I shouldn't say never. I understand it has its purposes, right? But that isn't how.
Yes, sir.
Coach doesn't teach you to do that either, right? But it does have purposes. And that's your business if you want to use it, right? Who am I to say? But why do you want to limit your upside? I would never want to limit my profits. Well, I made X amount of dollars today. What if I kept using that stop loss? I may only made half of what I could have, right? So you just don't know. So why would don't do that? It's my suggestion. Gotcha. Right?
Just a stop.
Yeah. Stop loss keep you from losing too much money, right? Based on your risk tolerances. Good questions. Good questions. Again, refer to the Discord with all our training. That'll give you a good overview, right? And if you don't understand something, write the question down. And during our training periods, you can ask them. That's what the benefits of membership is. Open mic. Like you're doing right now.
I appreciate the help, Mark.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
Good. Good. What else we got over there? We got Trading Pennies over there in the YouTubes. Andre's back over there. Yes, we got Micron earning. We got, what else we have? We have, which one requires the least amount in your account? Whatever. It's broker dependent. You have to check with each individual broker. I'm not going to pretend that we keep track of that for you. Webull does require, a simple internet search will do that, by the way. Webull requires 500 to open up a futures account. There are brokers that require more and brokers that require less. The important thing is you have to have enough money in there to trade the futures contracts that you want to trade to start with. So while some may say, well, you don't have to have anything to open an account. Well, you can't trade anything if you don't put anything in there. Oh, you can open an account for as little as $50. Well, okay, whoopee ding dong. There ain't a contract out there you can buy for $50, right? What's the point? Well, there is. There's a Mike Nano, but that's the side point. Your average contract's more than $50, right? So, I mean, that entices people in because if you don't have 500, yeah, obviously. But I got 300. Okay, well, yeah, that's fine. You're limited on what you can trade because of the price of the contracts, but you can go anywhere you want. They all have, check them all out, Google, with answers, minimum requirements, whatever you want to do. The less you put in there, the better. I mean, you're probably going to need 700 to 1,000, 500 to 1,000 is a good starting point for you to start trading, building up your account. I personally started with 700 and worked it up. I could have dumped tens of thousands in there, but I chose not to. I started from scratch and built it up. What else we got? Don't forget to click, like, and subscribe. Thank you. I'm reading these comments. Let's see, those are old ones there. Read those. All futures have an expiration date. Yes. They're usually monthly, quarterly. It's listed on the thing. But you're just trading whatever the most recent one is anyway. Cash accounts settled instantly. Margin accounts, yes. What else are we looking at here? Call James over there. Better and better every day. Learning new strategies, great. Trying to fund their Webull accounts. There you go. Good for you. Doug's working props right now. Good for him. Does the EWO work for swings? Yes, Brando, it most certainly does. Ask Ralph. He's a swing trader. He swing trades stocks and Forex and futures. So he knows what he's doing there. But yes, the coach's 2-minute EWO, well, you would use a longer time frame. The coach's EWO trading strategy works on not only all time frames, it works on all investment vehicles. We have yet to find one that it doesn't work on. His main one is for day trading is the 2-minute EWO trading strategy. But yes, if you're going to swing trade, then you'd use whatever you want to use, 1 hour, 4 hour day. You just go out to a longer time frame and you enter the EWO when it tells you to. Anytime. So let's see. Which one requires the least amount of money in my account? Well, it depends what you like trading. Hello, darn cricket. Hello, Ketcum there. Had his biggest day ever trading futures. Good for you. Good for you. What was you trading? There's trading for pennies. Doug over there talking to trading pennies. Hey, look, there's Don's in here. J&J Video Reacts. Well, always watch your trades when you're trading. You never just set it and forget it. Well, you kind of can when you're swing trading, if that's what you want, but that's a different investment philosophy. And what else we got going on here? Let's see. J-Dog said I blow through a paper trading futures, but that was a trading view. Yeah, I've had that happen on a trading view. I'll flip a chart and come back to that same one and my stops are gone. And I know doggone well I didn't click them. So, all right. Oh, boy, I need a cup of coffee. Let's see. Rogue Trader says tap and like that screen. What's my stop limit before I get out? Well, I use a 25 tick standard stop. I adjust it for when I get in. Oh, what? Anyway. Hey, by the way, Ralph, the euro's still climbing, just so you know. Just want to point that out one more time today. I know I've only done that about 1,000 to you today, but you know.
I hope you're still in there. The euro trade.
You better not be sleeping. The euro's still climbing. That's retirement money there. He can sleep when he retires. What else here? Get back here. Yeah, I use the standard 25 tick. Now, I'll make it larger if I'm trading the Qs. I'll make it smaller if I'm trading currencies. But I just leave it there, leave it set that way. I'll always have one. I won't worry about what it is. If I need to adjust it, make it larger or smaller, depending on something I'm trading is more volatile or less volatile, then I will move it after the trade is executed. But you always enter a trade with a pre-programmed stop. You don't want to be entering a trade. I'm like, oh, okay, I think I'll put my stop in now. Well, that takes more than a couple clicks. It takes time and things could happen and go against you. So don't do that. Don't do it. Don't do it. All right. What else happens here? Let's see. All right. Getting ready to roll out of here today. So hopefully you guys are green. What else? We've been watching the euro because that's just the one that just seems to want to climb in on endless. Now, it's not shooting to the moon, I mean, as far as volume-wise, but matter of fact, my volume indicator is not even showing on this other chart that I'm using. Oh, yeah, there we go. So I had it turned off for something. The volume is really dropped off as such. All right. So, still good. The euro did break a new 52-week high multiple times today, and it's currently at the 52-week high so far. It's 1.17290 is the new high. I want to adjust my line here for my other charting program that I use, which is TradingView. I want to reset this here so I can get the right amount in there. Keep that 1.17290. New high on the euro. Ralph, you still trading? Ralph. Hope so. This was the new high right here, which was...
Mark, I think he's taking a nap.
Oh, I'm going to fly down there and throat punch him. Taking a nap while this thing's setting new record highs all day long. He can sleep with you later. Okay. That'll give me something else to bust his chops on and tomorrow morning at 4 o'clock in the morning. Anyway. Yes, this is past his bedtime now. We gets up at, well, what time did I get up this morning? I think I got up at 3 a.m. this morning. I didn't get up too early. Even though I kept waking up, I didn't crawl out of bed till a little bit after 3, and I was trading a little bit after, I think maybe not right at 4 o'clock. I put it around again today. It was about 10 after, I think, or 4:00. I think it was 4:08 now that I think about it, remember? So, a.m. this morning. That was like almost 12 hours ago. So we've been sitting in front of this monitor for 12 hours. Yes, I've taken a break or two here and there, and I'm not complaining because this is a very financially rewarding career. It can make you lots of money. It can also make you curl up in a fetal position and cry. Even if you've never cried a day in your life, I guarantee you, as being a day trader, you will cry. It will do things to you and test your emotions, your patience, your skills, your manhood if you're a man, your womanhood, I guess, if you're a woman. And for anything in between, whatever, right? It'll test you. It'll test you as a human. You'll probably say things that you normally don't say. Trading will test you all around. Is it rewarding? Yes. Is there a lot of risk? Yes. Is this something I can learn? Yes. Can an old dog like me learn? Yes. All right. Okay. All right.
Big pull in the indices, Mark.
What?
Pull in the indices. Go to MES or NQ or ES, you know.
Any indice?
Yeah, ES or NQ, yeah.
All right, here's the ES. Ooh, look at that. Look at all that money. What do we do with them big candles there, Doug?
Gamma candle, you ride that thing back up if you're not already in the trade.
Yeah. Well, you know, big gamma candle, I'll take that 50% retracement play. Wouldn't you?
You bet.
Does that happen all the time? Well, I don't know about all the time. It happens pretty often, though, don't it? Enough to get in it. This one's only about 30% at the moment, but, you know, I'll take 30%.
I tell you what, I've made some very nice trades just trading gamma candle retracements up and down.
Yep, I have. I love it. You know, once in a while it'll fool you and it'll keep going down or against, you know, the way it was and take your money away from you. But statistically, it works more often than not, right?
Yeah. I love the play personally.
I do. I think it's a lot of fun trying to catch that. Bam.
Well, I like it because it helped me curb some of the issues I had with upside play.
Okay.
For the long positions, I always struggled. I always preferred the short position, but once you start training yourself to see the bounces and take advantage of those gamma candle retracements, you get a lot more comfortable with how that might move. At least I did anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So now I can trade both ways comfortably, not an issue.
Well, I would say it's pretty close to a 50% pullback, right? Take that wick in effect there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. J-Dog.
I had my stop sitting at Tokyo session high, so if it trips it, it's still a profitable trade.
Oh yeah, great. Oh yeah, been great if it went that high. Stopped you out. Look at the money you would have made. That would have been 100% retracement, right?
Well, I'm in it from 2244, 444.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I took the break and hold underneath the 9 for 15 micros and then shed 5 at a time when it lurched.
No.
Now I got 5 trailing, so
good.
If it trips it, great. If not, then greater. Just keeps going.
Yep. J-Dog says, jokes on day trading. He loves crying. Bring it on, he says. That guy ain't right. That J-Dog guy, he just ain't right. I don't know what to tell you about him. The guy needs help. He needs professional help.
He's committed.
All right. Good to see you, Winnie, joining over here. Remos, Doug, the Rogue Ranger, Wall Street, and, of course, Dave S., but if he hasn't fallen asleep yet. Good to see Roberto join us, along with J-Dog. Who else over there? JJ Video, which is Dawn, Trading Penalties, Andrew, Ketchum, Darn Cricket, Brando, Oracle, Doug, and who else is the name typed in there? A whole bunch more. Good. What's the euro doing, Doug?
I'm going to guess that it's starting to flatten out.
Yeah, it's getting that time of day, so. Anywho.
Yeah, get a little humpy hump at the top here.
Yeah. All right.
Matter of fact, I dare say it might be getting a little heavy.
Yeah, it's getting a little heavy. Well, you know, the day's about ready to close, and people are going to be exiting, taking some trade, getting their profits. Who wants to hold it overnight? That's the way the world is today, right? Anything can happen.
I wouldn't hold that overnight.
No, wouldn't hold nothing.
I'd
Hold nothing overnight.
I'd close that sucker out, or at least put a tight stop on where it is.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because it's pretty high up there right now.
Yeah. All right.
Hey, shoot, what do you score on that one? What's he got for measure? Ralph, when did he get in?
Ralph?
Yeah.
Oh, I have no idea.
Say he did the Evo.
Oh my God.
I know he didn't get it at the beginning of the day. Or he just got out of it or something, I think he said, after being in one for a couple of days to the downside. I don't know if he did play.
That was earlier, yeah.
Yeah, he did play at the upside, but he wasn't in like all day kind of thing.
Yeah.
So. Okay, well, I think I'm going to shut this show down. I just about had it today. Even though it was wasn't my single best day, but I did create a new milestone in my trading today. Crossed another new high in my total accumulation of things, I guess. Quite frankly, I am just wore out. I'm just beyond tired. My brain is mush. Caffeine is not working, and neither did Dawn's grapes. You know you're tired when grapes don't work, because, man, grapes make that woman hyper. I had a whole bunch one time made me hyper, but it ain't working today. So, anyway, we had a pretty good day today. Hopefully had some of your questions answered. Well, good for you, J-Dog. You're still working on that paper trade with just a single micro. Good for you. You'll be able to do it. Just takes a while. I'm glad you all could be here today. We are live here 3 times daily. Coach is live from 9 to 11 Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. I'm live with Futures from 2 to 4 p.m. each day, except for today. I'm tired. Monday through Friday. And we have the aftermarket show starting at 5 p.m. daily over on our YouTube channel, American Dream. Oh, Dawn's in there. I'm sorry, Dawn. I here. See this little whatever they call it. What do they call? What do they call these things? Anyway, these ceramic. I didn't realize I had fluid in it, and I just got it all over the place. I ate a whole thing of these full of grapes, and it did not faze me. Before I ate a whole one of these, and I was hyper. It did not work today. So Dawn's over there. Yeah, I know. I know what you're saying. Grapes work. Well, it didn't work for me today. Sorry, I ate a whole crap ton of them. So, I was making fun of Dawn. She's over there in the YouTubes listening in. So, J-Dog's taking his account, and he's up to 1,026. Good job, J-Dog. Trading 1 micro at a time. Didn't happen overnight. So, anyway, we are live 3 times. Dawn will be live at 5 p.m. tonight on the aftermarket show over on our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. And then we also have over 2,000 free videos over there on our YouTube channel that you can go watch anytime you want to. And I would highly suggest you start by watching the 2-minute EWO videos first. Everybody should be doing that. Upon completion of all of our lives, immediately they are available for review. And if you missed one, you can go watch it, pick any day you want. And over on our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. As always, head on over to AmericanDreamTrading.com. Get our free Discords, get our promo that we have on our paid memberships. We still have that diamond promo for $8,000 one-time payment, or you may make 2 payments if you like. And we also have it on a monthly basis now. If you want to pay $8.50 a month, you can do that also. And we have that and many more to choose from over there. And we also have memberships available at annual, semi-annual, quarterly, and monthly payment plans also. Check them out. We got this Life Diamond one. That's by far the best, most economical overall for you to get. So I'm going to sign off today. Make sure anybody that you see in the rest of the day that you would leave a positive influence on them, a positive impression, try to brighten up their day, as you never know what's behind their smile for real. I will see you same time, this is the same bat channel tomorrow. Glad you could be here, and we will see you later.